And the goal of all this is to actually define the customer persona or archetype, which is just a fancy way for saying, I want you to know everything about those customers. So what could be everything? So at the end of the day, not only do you know about the pains and gains of these customers, but you specifically know who they are. If they're in a company, their position and title, their age, their sex, their role, and consumers could be parent, it could be child. For a consumer, it could be housemate, etc. How do they buy? Where do they buy? How much money do they have discretionary to spend? And again, it's true in companies, and it's true for consumers. In companies, do you know how much each individual department can sign up for? That is, if you've priced your product $1 too high, sometimes it requires the next level of management to sign off. Same at home. If you're trying to sell to kids, do you know what their allowances are and where they get their money and how often they get it? And if you're selling to consumers who are parents, what's their weekly spend on discretionary items? You need to understand what matters to them, what motivates them, who influences them. And this one isn't trivial. The influences them, you're going to go back to this when you do customer relationships later, and it'd be great if you actually knew how to reach these people and what buttons to push when you do. And so if you start asking these questions when you're starting to talk to them, trying to define them, it makes spending for marketing and demand creation, that is for customer acquisition and activation, incredibly easy because you already asked them up front, how would I get you to buy this? So marketing doesn't become some mysterious process later on. Customers already told you, oh, this is how I buy, and this is how much I spend, and here's who I listen to when I want to make a purchase. As I said earlier, to me the goal is actually for you to know enough to confidently go up to a whiteboard and draw the day in the life of a customer.